Hello everyone and welcome to your show Around Kuwait. This is your host Abdulaziz Darwish. As usual, we share with you about the latest events and occasions happening in our lovely country state of Kuwait. And for sure, sometimes we have a distinguished guest who are gonna join us. We'll talk about different perspective, and even also our colleague have their special reports to share with you about something different topics. And before we start, I would like to greet our working crew and also my colleague Fajr. Hello Fajr, and happy to see you today.
Hello Abdulaziz, and always a pleasure seeing you and everyone that's tuned in and the rest of the team, of course. And like you said, we usually do have some guests with us sharing their inspiring stories, but today you and I will be sharing with everyone different events and different topics that we'll be highlighting in our episode today.
And then first of all, we spoke about one important topic, which about Help Your Muslim Brothers exhibition. It's important to always thinking and about the others, because this is the land of a humanitarian. We always have to think about the others. We have to support the others. So with the participation with too many talents, so the profits and for this kind of the artwork, it goes to supporting our brothers.
So from charitable initiatives to support families in need, of course, and how well this event has been growing throughout the years, our next stop will be exploring Arabic Islamic science in Sheikh Abdullah Salim Culture Center.
You know, Sheikh Abdullah Salim Cultural Center, it's a family destination. Most of the families going visiting there because they have certain different buildings, and one of them is the Islamic science. Especially in the holy month of Ramadan, it's a good opportunity to educate our kids about the importance of Ramadan for our body, about the articles of the Holy Quran, and even more, even to educate for us. So entertainment for them and education for everybody.
That's with regards to our second stop, and of course educating everyone and educating ourselves as parents is very important, and this will be our last and final stop for today's episode with Balsam Al-Ayoub, who will be highlighting a number of different thought-provoking discussion pointers on good parenting. Of course, she will be emphasizing on the importance of communication and a number of other factors that we will learn from her throughout her report.
So I guess these about our three things for our episode for today. So the viewers, you already heard about our three topics for today. Let's go to this first topic. We'll talk more about our first topic. Stay tuned.
Help Your Muslim Brother recently celebrated the inauguration of its 48th charity market, showcasing a diverse array of exhibits crafted by talented Kuwaiti artisans. The exhibition, marked by its refined taste, mirrored the preference of women and girls in Kuwaiti society. Items on display ranged from intricately designed jewelry and handicrafts to elegant furnishings, gowns, wraps, women's shawls, home accessories, tableware, perfumes, silverware, and a selection of traditional and popular foods. The primary objectives of the exhibition are deeply rooted in charitable initiatives. The charity market serves as a platform to provide assistance to families facing economic hardships, meeting the needs of the needy by offering a wide array of essential and luxury items. The exhibition addresses the immediate needs of the less fortunate. The proceeds from the event contribute towards paying educational and tuition fees for students in need, promoting access to education for all. The charity market embodies the spirit of giving, promoting charitable and humanitarian work as fundamental values. By engaging in acts of righteousness and charity, the exhibition aims to instill these values in the younger generation, nurturing a sense of responsibility towards society. The event actively works towards fostering solidarity and social responsibility within the community, encouraging public participation in charitable activities. In essence, the 48th Charity Market by Help Your Muslim Brother not only showcases the artistic prowess of Kuwaiti artisans, but also serves as a beacon of hope and support for those in need, aligning with its broader mission of promoting compassion, generosity, and social responsibility within the community.
Welcome back to Around Kuwait, and we're gonna start our show now with our first topic as we dive into it, Abdulaziz. Like you were saying earlier, Help Your Muslim Brother exhibition.
And it's like the inauguration excuse me, for the 48th anniversary and the edition for this exhibition. So imagine 48th edition. So 47, 8th edition before, like long times. So it's all about helping the others. So it's very things are noble from the people. They are learning from the generations. Imagine for the first edition, the participation that time, maybe it was very simple that time, and they participate for their handwork, their tools, entrepreneurship even more. And we brought our kids that time, and they are bringing out their children with them. After all these years, now these young children becomes participants and they become visitors. It's very noble and it's very fascinating, and we are very proud for this kind of exhibition, just to help everyone who's in need.
And all the products, the diversity of the products was very evident in the exhibition, and how every year it's different outlets, and you see some exhibitors that do join on a yearly basis. So that by itself is very, very beautiful to see. And of course, the exhibition reflects refined taste and how Kuwaiti women and girls mirror their preferences in their purchases and the products they display.
So let's talk about the participants. We have different kind of participants. Some people participate for their handwork, art, education, tools, products, and even more. When we spoke more about the artists, when they participate with their artwork, I know artworks takes time, takes efforts, takes money, takes progress from them to do some certain of the artwork. Maybe it will take them one day, or maybe long, maybe months. So just go there and just sell it for charitable. It's very noble from them, right, Fajr?
Of course, yes, right, indeed. And of course, it creates a cultural awareness of the importance of these charitable organizations and the charity work also, and how all the proceeds does go to families in need. This is something that's crucial and has been highlighted throughout the years, because like you said, this is the 48th edition of this very specific exhibition, and it showcases a wide range of different products, and whether it starts with, let's say, designed jewelry and elegant furnishings, women's shawls, home accessories. It's very, very much a one-stop fits for all.
Let's talk more first about the jewelry. Jewelry is important for ladies. The people, when you go to any gold market, jewelry markets, you will see every day there is some new collections in the market, new designs, new collections, new styles. So they participate in this kind of exhibition for charity. They are taking times, efforts when doing jewelry. Jewelry takes too much money. It's not easy to do. They have certain workshops. You have to be too much accurate when you do precisely some decorations, especially for ladies. Necklace counts, bracelet counts, even another style counts. So this kind of things takes money and takes efforts. So when I go there for the charity and we take the money to help our Muslim brothers, it's very noble. People go there just to do something. They don't think about anything for granted. How noble this, and proud for us. We are very proud of them, right, Fajr?
Of course, and it's a crucial platform now. It's considered a very important platform that provides assistance to families in need, and especially families facing hardships. So, like you mentioned earlier, the diversity of the people joining, the diversity of the products just adds to the beauty of this entire initiative.
And even because always in the holy month of Ramadan, you know, the parents now going to change the decoration for their kitchen or for the, we call, eating table. So when you see this kind of exhibition, they have the like home tools and home furniture. It's a good opportunity for the visitors to go there just to pick something for their homes, especially in the holy month of Ramadan. And the profits goes to our Muslim brothers. It's a very good opportunity. You go buy chairs, you go buy furniture, you go buy tables, tools, plates, fork, knives, spoons. Am I right? Every time people now, especially in the holy month of Ramadan, people usually go to this kind of exhibition to seek something new. Maybe the decorations, the lighting, the moon styles, the sarai, and even more. So this all takes and go the profits for helping our Muslim brothers.
And then you know that you're spending your money and it's going somewhere that's going to help someone less fortunate. So you always enjoy these charitable events because you know that you're buying something that not only will add beauty to your surroundings or your house, or like you said, your table, if you're buying something specific, a specific accessory for your dining table, but also you'll be feeling very much light and happy because you know that you spent something that will help a person that needs that.
And even in addition, we want to greet all the visitors who participate and attending this exhibition. Why? Because I know they're going there and they know let's go for charity. Sometimes maybe people go there and they don't want to buy anything, just going there to support. Even especially when you notice in some of the exhibitions in Kuwait, when we found as a visitors and consumers, it's a Kuwaiti entrepreneurship or small business, we just go there to support them. Imagine we are going there to support and to help the others. It's different. Maybe I go there, I don't have any interest to buy any instead of perfumes, home decoration, tools, artwork, but I just want to go there just to help the others. So we like to greet also the visitors.
And the visitors, of course, enjoyed the ambience and how lively the atmosphere was, with everyone showcasing their products and everyone working so hard to build that sense of community for generations to come.
Generations to come. Let's talk about the children. When we we grab the hands of our children and we attend this kind of exhibition, we are teaching them the profits and the benefits and the good things if you want to do something to help the others. When I give something to my children to his core values, always share, always think about the others. Don't steal, don't keep something to you only, you have to share it. You have to give, you have to have we call it the one of the core values, which we call it giver. The appreciation of the givers, the blessings of it, the big ajr, how to be happy to support others, to have the art of initiative. It's a good thing for them. We are teaching them in this kind of exhibition, and we're teaching them like, look, I buy this thing to help our friends, to help our families, to support someone in maybe his own need. So it's a good thing just to make them, to show them like this kind of things, if I want to bought it, it's to help other one. Maybe he's thirsty, maybe he's hungry, maybe he don't have something close to wear. It's a good thing for them.
And it creates a very good feeling for you as a parent and for your children to be able to give back to to your community through these charitable events. So like you were emphasizing on the importance of teaching your children these values, it's also important to lead by example, so your children see you doing that and they grow up knowing that their parents do that to help others that might be not as lucky or fortunate as they are. So they grow in an atmosphere where that is the norm, and this becomes evident in how they are with others through acts of giving, through kindness, and that's beautiful.
And even imagine this kind of exhibition have zone for perfumes and bukhur, like this reflects about our culture of Arabian and Kuwaiti culture, is because bukhur and perfumes, it represent our reception and also our welcoming. So imagine even the Kuwaiti entrepreneurship and very famous famous business for refer to the bukhur and oud and perfumes are participating there, and they don't take any profits from this kind of perfumes, only for charity. And I'm going there to buy certain different collections or maybe packages of oud and bukhur and Arabic perfumes. It goes to the charity. I know the industry of perfumes in Kuwait are high demanding. We have big exhibition for perfumes. Imagine they have certain zones for charity. It's very amazing.
And it embodies the spirit of giving. Not only is it amazing, but you're all understanding this idea of giving back to your community, giving back to promoting charities and humanitarian work. So this is always important to have as a fundamental value, Abdulaziz. And I think you've touched base on a number of different factors that are crucial for a person to understand, especially when it comes to charitable work. And it was very evident through this exhibition.
This exhibition also teaching us, like, we are always thinking about the others. I know, like, it's not only about the visitors, about the participants. The more the participants participate in this kind of exhibition, the more good deeds happening for all of us. Why we say always holy month of Ramadan? It's a good opportunity for the abundance, for the good deeds and blessings. Because for this kind of exhibitions, we are thinking about the others, we're helping the others, not only just for charitable, for iftar, for breaking the fast of the people, and especially for tour time. No, we're volunteering, we help the others. After the iftar time, we participate in this kind of exhibition. And instead we're going ghabgas, we're going exhibition to help the others.
And this creates the mentality, or fosters the mentality of a social responsibility within the community, Abdulaziz. And that's something I feel that has been increasing throughout the years in a very positive way.
And even it's this kind of exhibition encouraging the participants, especially the artists. I know we have certain kind of exhibition, you will see too many different artworks for the fine arts, for the sculptures, and even more they are participating there. And art is a message, art is a universal language. You will see their artworks, and you will see the solo exhibitions, the big exhibition, you will see their artworks. Sometimes they give message for charity, they give message for anti-terrorism. So it's this kind of exhibition important. Imagine if I do something for charity, so I participate for my artwork, for my fine art sculptures, even handmade. So I will do something for the charity, for the message for them. And I am going there as a visitor just to appreciate this artwork, and I pick it for my collection because I'm sure I'm doing something as a message to help the charity, and have something like this vase, but in my home, but I know this vase, I did it for the charity. How fascinating I will be, how is the feeling if I do something for the others, Fajr?
Of course, and it's all about fostering the mentality of giving back, like we were saying earlier. And in Help Your Muslim Brother exhibition is not just an artistic display of products and a chance to socialize with other people in the community, but it has proven to be a beacon of hope and support for those in need throughout the years, throughout 48 different exhibitions.
48 different exhibitions, every time they're increasing something new. And also they did something for the kids. It's also a family destination because we want to teach our kids. For sure there will be novels, I will speak about brief on it. So for sure there will be novels, book, education, playground, and even more, right, Fajr?
And the children that go with their parents and enjoy this experience have an upper hand because they understand, or will learn to understand, what social responsibility is and how important it is for them to give back to society. So I think ending it on this note, that we can fairly say that that was our first topic for today. Stay with us as we proceed to our next topic.
So dear viewers, we'll go about next topic, next report. Stay tuned.
The Arabic Islamic Science Museum unfolds the vibrant history of the Golden Age of Islam, showcasing the impactful contributions of Muslims and Arabs in science, culture, and art. It's a journey back to an era of groundbreaking achievements, fostering a proud reconnection with Islam's inspirational message. The museum celebrates the scientific pioneers of the time, recognizing their invaluable work in fields like exploration, medicine, astronomy, and engineering. Visitors gain insights into the remarkable contributions that laid the foundations of modern science. Architectural marvels shaped by scientific discoveries take center stage, highlighting the intricate connection between knowledge and artistic expression. An entertaining exhibition lets visitors virtually converse with ancient polymaths, Al-Khwarizmi and Al-Biruni, bridging the gap between past and present. Interactive exploration is encouraged, allowing patrons to delve into the scientific principles that define the Golden Age. Medicine's advancements, celestial discoveries in astronomy, and ingenious engineering feats are showcased, emphasizing the period's pioneering spirit. The museum seamlessly integrates scientific knowledge with architectural practices, showcasing how it influenced harmonious landscapes across the Islamic world. The overarching narrative underscores Islam's inspirational message, actively encouraging scientific discovery and fostering curiosity and innovation. Cultural and artistic contributions are highlighted alongside science, illustrating the holistic approach to knowledge that defined the Golden Age. The museum invites visitors on a captivating journey through time, portraying a nuanced and comprehensive view of Islam's enduring legacy in scientific inquiry and cultural richness.
And we're back again with our second highlight of today's episode from around Kuwait, and my co-host Abdulaziz and I will be taking you through the second stop, which is exploring Arabic Islamic science, a journey through Sheikh Abdullah Salim Culture Center. Of course, we've highlighted a number of different events, Abdulaziz, in Sheikh Abdullah Salim Culture Center, but I feel today our special episode of Culture Chronicles will be slightly different.
Slightly different. I mentioned in the beginning, Abdullah Salim Cultural Center, it's a family destination. Families going there just to educate their children, and even they educate themselves. So it's like all the beneficial for everybody. I'm taking my kids for a very nice place, education, entertainment, knowledgeable. They are teaching, they're learning something, and even we are aware, and even we got something to learn from this kind. Because Abdullah Salim Cultural Center, they have different certain of buildings. They have for astronaut, they have for anatomy, they have for habitat, and imagine they have something for the Islamic science. Islamic science, it's important, especially in the holy month of Ramadan. We have to teach our kids about too many history about our Islamic nation. When you go there and it's about the Islamic science building, you will see something referred to architect. You will see something referred to the history of the Islamic. You will go something, you will learn something new about Islam. Too many things, decoration, architect, history, beneficent, about history of the religion itself. So we'll pick all of them. We'll talk first of all about the architect, Islamic science.
The beauty of Islamic culture, Abdulaziz, is something very significant and very evident in everywhere that highlights it, especially around the world, but especially in Kuwait, if we may say, in this museum, which is a testament to Kuwait's commitment in highlighting Islamic culture through different mediums and tools. And like you said, the beauty of the architecture, the Islamic architecture by itself is very much beautiful and distinctive. And the distinction is how the artists or how the architects from those times were very detail oriented, and this is what makes it have its own beauty and its own grace, if we may say.
And even we saw the building of Abdullah Salim Cultural Center, and even also Sheikh Jaber Al Ahmed Cultural Center. These kind of buildings all shaped with the Islamic architect. You will see the symbols, the angles, the hole, and all, because the techniques and the buildings and the architects are totally uniqueness, and they already won prizes for the Islamic art, for the big building and the big style shape. Imagine if we applied all of it. Now we'll go inside the Islamic museum, Islamic building. Once you're entering inside, you will see the Islamic words, the font are too much Islamic, because it's already, when we spoke about the Islamic font, it's totally an art. We have like museum of it. We have anniversary of the Islamic font, the handwriting, the shapes. We have too many different shapes of the Islamic symbols and font and handwriting. Imagine you will go there, you will see too many for the articles of the Holy Quran, articles of some symbol words. Maybe you see your name Fajr on it with a different kind of shape, maybe 100 types, right?
Indeed, and each different type is beautiful by its own, and each one is different, and this is what adds to the beauty of this Islamic culture that we've been highlighting in this segment or in this stop, because it's the perfect time to delve into the profound contributions of how the Muslim scholars throughout time did manage to highlight different points in science and in civilization, and how their contribution really did make a difference in everything. It's really evident.
Evident. Now let's move to the history. Especially for the holy month of Ramadan, we're already teaching our kids about the beneficial of fasting. When you go there, you will see the history of fasting, how it goes. It's one of the pillars of how to be a Muslim, one of the Islamic pillars. When you see the history of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when he travels from Mecca to Medina, now we'll know about the Hijri calendar. Then we have like 10 months for the Hijri, and one of them is the holy month of Ramadan. And the thing, how they are reading the moons and the stars, and with the astronaut, how they are reading the shapes of the moon. It's all inside the Islamic science. It's good, fascinating to teach our kids, to let them read in different languages, in Arabic, in English, in different language. How about the history for our religion?
And it will give them such valuable knowledge for them to understand the history of Islamic culture and understand why different shapes are shaped because of the angles, like you were mentioning earlier, or because of the maths behind it. And this is evident in the buildings, whether it's the exterior or interior of the buildings.
Amazing exterior design, stunning interior.
Yes, that's very well said, Abdulaziz.
So it's a totally different space. So this is, we spoke about the history, we spoke about the building. Let's speak more about something to educate our children. The way they did it in a 3D, in the 2D screens, VR, virtual platforms, the types, how they're touching screen. It's totally fascinating. They encourage them just to press this button. They will just, you will see the camels are moving, the moon are shaping, the sun is coming, and the Arabian Peninsula, you will see all the screen for the Arabian, Middle Eastern. It's good to give them like aware and a very new techniques and new production, to teach our kids and to attract them how beauty for our religion is and the history of it.
And to take them back to the golden age of Islam and understand the foundation for modern science and the discoveries and innovations that were the base for modern science. And I think now during Ramadan is so nice to go to such places and understand the history behind the beauty of this Islamic golden age.
Golden age and the religion also, because sometimes children give us too many questions, about the history. So when we take them there, they will know everything. And just let them, just encourage them, just press this button. Go to this, follow the line, follow the arrow, go to this, go to that. So it gives them too many knowledge, because children are curious to learn. So you already a parent, you already know about how curious the children is. Always give us a question. So I give them the good space area, just to go there and just to search and to seek for it. Especially for the holy month of Ramadan, they need to know about the ark and the moon, the meaning when we fast, when we start our Eid. So they will learn all about this kind of thing there, because they teach us about how the astronaut, they are checking for the telescope from their eye sighting about the first arc of the moon, because Islamic calendar have 10 months. So the beginning of the arc, then half moon, then complete moon, then will be vice versa, half moon, then small arc. This is how complete of the moon calendar for all the months, because the normal calendar 12 months. Islamic calendar, Hijri calendar, only 10 months. We have to teach them about the difference between them, when we fast, when the sun rises, when we eat, when we break the fast, when the sun sets. We go about the other thing about the Islamic, about we call something important. We have to appreciate the word of Islam, how they create and to change the universe, the distribution for the science of the Islamic art.
And the science of Islamic art, like you were saying, is highlighted throughout the exhibition and throughout the museum by highlighting the achievements of different scholars, different scientists, both being Arab and Islamic scholars. And this is very marvelous to all those visiting the museum. Like you said, it takes them on an educational journey that they're able to understand things that we might know, but not know the history behind or the educational aspect behind. So knowing them at a time like this is very crucial.
And even it's important, we spoke about the rich of our Islamic history and design and architect. Long time ago, if you travel to all the Middle Eastern, you will see the Islamic art. It's long before any other continents may be established.
Indeed.
It's not about only the history of our Islamic 1500, the Arabs' history, the Arabs' architect, the Arabs' mosque for 1400 years for the Hijri calendar or the Arabic calendar, Islamic calendar. But you will see the Arabs' styles, Arabs' buildings, Arab architects long way before. So it shows like we have a rich history of design, of architect, of art, of science, of technology before too many other peninsula or continents may be established, or maybe we saw their science, because the scientists of Islam may be before them. Am I right?
You are right, and you are indeed very much on point when it comes to everything you just mentioned, Abdulaziz, from astronomy to medicine, from engineering to exploration. All this was highlighted in the achievements of Arab and Islamic scholars, like we said earlier, and that by itself is fueled by all the scientific advancements that we see nowadays.
When we go through the math, you will see all the scientists of certified or maybe specialized in math. You will see in science, in chemistry, in medicine, in astronaut.
They're all highlighted.
All highlighted inside.
And I think this is not only exciting for children, but also for adults, because sometimes adults are unaware of these facts and this information, but it's nice to go and understand and become cultured when it comes to our very own Islamic culture.
And even educating us, because sometimes you have certain idea for certain information, maybe you didn't have a time to read it. So there you will see it by your own eyes in the 3D, 2D design and the virtual platforms. And we're hearing some movies, like in this, the voiceovers, who spoke like a documentary voices, a very thick voice, once upon a time, and it goes.
A very narrative voice.
Narrative, yes, yeah.
And I think there's a number of educational interactions, educational interactive experiences in the museum that were offered, and I'm sure that people of all ages would and will enjoy it.
That's why we spoke more about the precious of the Holy Quran. Holy Quran, the articles and the names, it's talk about the past but represent the future and present. So you will see too many shapes of the Holy Quran, the articles, the handwritings, the colorful, the shapes of the names, the shape of the ayat. So it's a good thing to teach our kids to look to this kind of articles, the beauty of the shape and beauty of this kind of handwriting of the Holy Quran and the shape of it. You see, you will teach them how to read it, how to learn from it, how to go to read the symbol, because Alhamd and even some kind of ayahs, it's easy for children just to make easier for them to learn this kind and to how to pronounce the ayat, the articles very well also, Fajr.
And not only children, but also adults, because the pronunciation can be difficult for adults as well.
Adults as well. You're hearing the voices also of the kind of, like I will tell you, a Risala movie?
Yes.
A Risala
The
movie?
Messenger.
The Messenger, yes. The Messenger.
Or the message, was it? The Message.
The Message.
Yeah.
The Message was one of the famous movies all around the world to teach us about Islamic and the production for our famous broadcaster Muhammad al-San'usi. May his soul rest in peace. May Allah bless his soul. Allah yarhamah. So he's the producer. So you will see some kind of scenes of the message inside this kind of museum. The actors, the production, the buildings, the types.
Because both themes are related. It's both related to Islamic culture. So we have a location that has everything, whether educational play or for you to understand more about it live. And then you have it all documented in the film that you just mentioned.
And also there is something else. We like to appreciate the people who did this amazing work in this kind of building. When they thought about, they didn't forget about the Islamic science. So they built an astronaut and habitat and a different buildings and art and even also Islamic science on it. It shows our children, and they thought it's in a very good way. It's a good place and a good core place to show our kids and to educate the adults about the importance of Islamic science and history. We like to also to greet the administration and the people who thought about this kind of an amazing idea. And also we have to greet the employees. They're doing an amazing work, and even the guides to how to already organize this kind of building, just to make the children more organizable, to learn and also to enjoy together.
And to reconnect to inspirational messages, like you said, that were evident in the exhibition and throughout the museum as you walk through. And it's also a reminder of how Islam has always encouraged education and has always encouraged you to use your brain and actually understand more about your world.
Understand more about our world and even more. So this kind of exhibition is important for all the community people, even for the expats. When they're entering the exhibition, they learn something about the Islamic science and culture and history. For sure, we have expats, friends and families. They all usually asking us too many different questions. So it's a good opportunity just to take them there. It's a family destination, a touristic destination, just to learn more about the Islamic culture.
And I think we've understood a little about what the museum highlights and what the inspirational message of Islamic heritage and culture, and how it's a reminder of how Islam has always been historical in that sense and has always been thought-provoking also.
So I guess that was our second topic for today, right?
Right.
So dear viewers, let's go to this break. We'll continue our show around Kuwait. Stay tuned.
Are you a perfect parent? Welcome to Bible segment. So the question is, are you a perfect parent? There is no such a perfect parent in this world. I'm so sorry to tell you that. I'm a mother and I do understand very well how it is hard to be a parent and to have a huge responsibility to take care of your kids and your children and making them happy and provide them with a very beautiful life, which we work all hard to give them this kind of life. The thing is, when we talk about parenting, we know very well that children expect from us a lot, but we don't have to push ourselves out of the comfort zone just to prove that we are a super perfect parent. We are good, and you can be a good parent or a great parent by few tips which you have to understand that this is what makes you a great parent and a perfect parent maybe in the eye of your kids. So first of all, when we raise up our kids, we have to let them understand what is our limits, what we can afford and what we cannot. Everything we have to do with them, we have to share, not by force. We have to expect from them questions which we think it's crossing the red lines, but they have to understand that when they have a question in their mind, when they want to talk and about a certain topic in their mind, we will be the first people that they will come to us and ask us about it. So give them the security that they need to come back to you and to ask you and to share with you whatever they have in their mind. If you do this small steps, it will really create a very good long-term relationship between you and your kids until they grow up and you keep proud of them your whole life. The second thing, you have to keep your personal problem with the mother. So the mom and the father, the mother and the father should keep their problems away from their kids. The kids shouldn't be involved in the mother and father problems because they should have a healthy, well-being life in the house with the family. So problems happen sometimes, conflict happens sometimes between the man and the woman, but that doesn't mean that we have to involve the kids. They should be away from that. The third thing, don't force your kids to do things they don't like. Discuss with them. Open a conversation with them. Let them talk. Give them the freedom to share with you whatever they think about it, and you will be surprised. So let's say, for example, you want them to do a certain sport or a certain activity, and they are not interested. You have to discuss with them. Maybe they have another option. Maybe they will say something very interesting about an idea that they want to do. So give them a space to discuss. Fourth, which is very important for me, very extremely important, please listen to this. You don't have to convince yourself that kids always have to be perfect in their grades in the school. All of them, they have to be A student. All of them, they have to be extremely successful. No, there is A, B, C. God created us in different abilities and different emotions. Some people, they are smart in a way, others are smart in another way. So we don't have to expect that all our kids have to be perfect in the school, have an A grade, and if they have a lower grade, we have to get upset and we have to have a very tough conversation with them. No, please don't do this. Kids are really smart in their own way. We have to push them hard to study and to do the huge effort that is required from them, but don't let them really go into a level where they cannot even accept their reality and their abilities. So I wish you a huge successful by being a great parent. Don't push yourself hard, don't put a lot on yourself, just be a great parent, and I'm sure that you will have a beautiful family and amazing kids and the most successful kids, inshallah, in the future. Thank you so much.
And we're back again after this beautiful segment and the different points Balsam Al Ayoub highlighted in her segment. Are you a good parent?
Yeah, we'd like to thank our colleague Balsam Al Ayoub for highlighting an important topic where she mentioned about how to be a good parent, the tips, the instructions, and she gave already examples because her background, because she used to be a famous national player, Kuwaiti player for fencing with her sister, and now she's already a coach in the Kuwait team. So she's teaching fencing. She educates the young children, and also the teenagers how to be a good example at home, because like you know, the kids, after they're leaving their homes, they are being to her. She's teaching them how to be a good example, and she awareing us to be a very good example to our kids. Education, it's not only about home, school, and even also any certain entities. It's education for the kids.
And this is nice, and this is beautiful that you mentioned that she's a coach also, because she deals with a number of different children that aren't her own, but she is their coach, so they look up to her. And it's nice to understand how different techniques can be implemented in different circumstances as an adult, whether you're their parent or their coach, and of course adapting to the unique needs of each child. And I think she emphasized on the significance of communication, Abdulaziz.
Communication, dealing, how to deal with each other, always focusing for the parent. We have to socialize more, we have to talk to each other more, we have to learn from us more. We have to always to negotiate, to be a good example for the kids. Of course, we are parents, we face too many circumstances, we're dealing with too many certain things because we want our kids to be better. this is our social responsibility, because I know for sure if someone ask your kids and they said like, who taught you? Your parents? For sure your parents are great. And maybe you will go somewhere and someone will come to you, you said, do you know that your kids is a good kid? You will feel joyful, you will feel like, okay, nice, I teach my kids very well, so I am a good parent.
And you get that feeling of satisfaction, like you said, that you are a good parent. And this is also important to feel that way, because parents give their all when it comes to nurturing their children and understanding, because it's not only about you feeding them and the food, the house you provide for them. No, it's about understanding their emotional needs, their being empathic with them.
Yes.
So all these factors are also part of the equation of understanding parenting. I don't want to say being a good parent, because each parent is a good parent in his or her own way.
Yes. So in case these about our three main topics for today. We spoke in the beginning about a charitable to help our Muslim brothers, the inauguration for the 48th edition for this kind of exhibition. We are very appreciate the efforts for the people who work in this kind of exhibition. What about our next topic we spoke?
Our second stop was at the Sheikh Abdullah Salim Culture Center, where we delved into the golden era of the Islamic history and Islamic art and Islamic culture in general. So that was a beautiful stop for us.
What about the third one?
Are you a good parent?
Yes, inshallah we'll be a good parent. So dear viewers, in case we reached our end of our episode for today, hope you enjoyed our segment. See you next time. Have a good day.
Goodbye for now.